If you're trying to get sales by doing DMs on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you're hitting people up all over the place, you want to pay very close attention to what I'm going to cover in this video. I've been in sales for 15 years. I've done over 20 million in one-to-one sales. And a big chunk of that has come from me sending people DMs and text messages. And I want to cover with you guys really quickly the actual psychology you have to understand behind this, because most people get this wrong, which is why they send hundreds of messages that people never respond to every single day. And the reason why is you have to understand when people go on, let's say, Instagram, and they check their, requests, their message requests, or on Facebook Messenger, they're expecting a bunch of annoying salespeople. And so they don't want to get messages that are asking them to do something or to think. And so, like, I can tell you guys on my own Instagram, every day I get at least 3 or 4 messages from people. And by the way, I'm going to send all these people this video because they're so bad. And they all message about the same way. What's up? Got a quick sec? There's something I came across that made me think of your page. What does that mean? There's no value there. There's no value. This guy's messaged me in Spanish. Saw your 7 powerful questions and blah, blah, blah. Want to help you reach more sales guys by doing your reels for you. Do you mind if I do one for free? Jeremy, random but relevant. Can I ask you something about your content? You see, the problem with messages like this is they're putting all of the work on me. And if I'm the person that's going to be buying, I need things to be fast, I need them to be fun, and I need them to be simple. Notice how none of the words I just said are, I need to do extra work for you, the salesperson. So as a salesperson, you have to understand you only have one chance to make a first impression. You have to come across as being sharp. You have to come across as providing value with no expectations, and you have to avoid asking dumb-ass questions. I've gotten, I don't know how many messages at this point where people are like, hey, Jeremy, mind if I ask you something? Yeah, dude, you just did. You're already wasting my time. And if you want to sell to wealthy people specifically, if you want to sell to people that have money they can spend, the worst possible thing you can do is make them feel like you're wasting their time, because time is their most precious resource, and they hate when people waste their time asking them dumb questions. So you have to understand the underlying psychology behind DMing people to start a business relationship, to start a sale, is that you need to provide some kind of value up front. And so I want to give you guys a few examples in this video, but what you really need to understand is there's no magic script. There's no one thing you could say thousands of times and people are just begging you to take their money. You're going to have to modify this. You're going to have to put a little brain work in, because if you want to make the money, it's all in the creativity. It's all in the creativity. You have to be creative. You have to stand out. If I'm getting 3 or 4 messages a day with, let's say, 6,000, followers on Instagram, imagine messaging a page with 30,000 followers. They're probably getting 10 times as many messages from people that are literally saying the same stuff. And I could go on and on. Just so you guys know, if you think you're sending a message and you're just going to get responses, there are at least 5 other people sending the exact same crap. And I know some people will say, oh, on Instagram, you can't send videos or you can't send this. Yeah, so what? Get creative. There's a great software called Loom. Film a video and send them the link. There's this thing called Zoom where you can record stuff and then share the link. So don't make up silly excuses and create obstacles that don't exist. Fix the obstacles you already have, which is sending messages that annoy people, that waste their time, that put all of the work on them, and really don't move the needle for you in terms of making sales. So the way you have to think about this is, what is one thing I can say that is going to stand out to this person as providing value? Now, in my business, where I help people, scale up their marketing, a lot of this is me showing them. I will literally film a 4 to 5 minute long video where I break down, hey, I noticed you're doing this on YouTube. One of the reasons why you're not getting views, you're not, growing in terms of your subscriber count is your thumbnail is not really popping out. And then I show them examples and I say one of the big things you have to understand with YouTube is the thumbnail has to be good. The title has to be a little bit provocative, but still tied to the actual idea of the video. And then your hook in the video has to be really strong. And then I'll play the first 30 seconds of their video and I'll show them. So you notice here how you said this and this. A better way of doing this would be to say, by the way, this new head of the Fed is going to crush real estate. You guys want to pay attention right now because if you don't understand this now, you're going to be bankrupt in 12 months. So I'll actually show examples and I'll give them things that will help them even if they don't do business with me. And you guys might say that, you guys might hear this and you might say, oh, but Jeremy, if I tell them everything, then they won't buy from me because they don't need me anymore. If they were that good that they could learn it one time and forever be successful, there would be no business anywhere in the world. It's just a silly idea. So realistically, you have to understand that people who have money to spend, people who are wealthy, which is the kinds of people you guys should be selling to, they have money they can put to fill gaps where they don't have time. And they're not going to have the time to learn every single thing about whatever it is that you specialize in doing. So I get hit up by clippers all the time. They're like, let me clip your content. I could send, do you mind if I send you a video that I think would be better for you? I'm like, dude, just send the video. Just send a link to the video. Do something. Hey, I saw this video you did. I really liked it, but I noticed that the pacing was off. So I actually re-edited it for you. Just go to this link. It's on a trusted website. It's on Loom. Thousands of companies use this. It's not some weird thing. And I'll show you exactly what I did. Easy. So provide value. Now, the second way to do this is to say something that really stands out as being unique or funny or interesting, or to send them something. So sometimes when I'm sending stuff to people that I want to do business with, I'll send them an example. I'll send them somebody else that's doing the same thing they do. I'll send them a link to their video and I'll say, hey, John, I noticed you're not really doing videos like this, but you could totally remake this and it would crush. I bet you would get, at least half as many views as they got, which, at 1 million, that's 500,000 views. That'd be great for you. By the way, here's a couple of scripts for some content you could film. Try these out and let me know if you want to talk further. Guess what happens? Sometimes they try it out and they get results and they're like, man, I like this guy. I want to work with him. Sometimes they don't do it. And then I follow up. I'm say, hey, John, been checking in on you to see if you posted any of those and I noticed you didn't. Let me send you a couple of examples. So I'll send them more value and more value and more value. By the time I actually get on a sales call, this person is already sold. There's this thing called reciprocity bias, which basically means for thousands of years, human beings have lived in small communities where if you didn't give when other people gave to you, they would stop giving to you and you would die. So people are genetically predisposed to want to reciprocate. When somebody does something nice for them, they want to give something back to them. And when you're selling a product, that means they're like, hey, this person has already done so much to help me. I feel kind of obligated to buy at this point, and I actually like them, so I'm going to buy. So the cool thing about DMs, a lot of you guys are like, oh man, I'm sending 100 a day, I'm not getting any responses. My actual DMs, it's like, I'm shocked when people don't respond. Because when I send a DM to somebody, I'm like, well, if they don't respond to this one, they'll respond to the next. Now, the second piece of this is you can't just send a DM, especially if you're sending to pages where they've got 30, 40, 50, 100, 1 million, subscribers. If they've got a lot of subscribers or followers, you have to understand they're getting bombarded every single day with messages, both from people trying to sell them and from people they actually know and people that are, their customers. So what you really want to do is make sure that when you comment on one of their posts, to get them to look at the DM you sent them, you are not undoing all the work you did by being annoying on their post. So when I send a DM, I then go to their most recent post. I actually watch the whole damn video, even if it's a 3-minute video, I watch the whole thing, and I'll comment below. I'll say something that is likely to get a lot of likes on their post. So I'm trying to create engagement for them on their post. And then I'll post again on that post. I'll comment again and I'll say, hey, really loved this. I actually sent you a thing like that you could use, blah, blah, blah. And I'll tell them what it is. I'll say, hey, I sent you a video in your DMs for some stuff for your YouTube that will help you guys to get more sales from your YouTube. And people will then go look and then they'll say, wow, thank you. I appreciate this. And the trick to this, if you're sending like a loom to people as an example, is you have to tell them what to do next. So don't forget to include a call to action, a CTA, in the video you send. Hey, John, if you like this, I'd love to get on a call and talk to you about how I can help you and your team. We typically charge anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 a month. It just depends on how fast you guys like to go. Just, comment down below the video, or you can text me at this number here in the corner. Whatever's easier for you. I'm really easy to get a hold of. It is literally that simple. Give value, tell them what to do next. If they don't respond, give them more value. If they don't respond, keep giving them value. I have clients that I've taken sometimes up to 6, 7, 8 months that will then close for a $100,000 deal, and they'll get on a call with me and they'll say, man, I'm so glad you stayed in touch with me. I've been meaning to get back to you, but I've just been so busy. Let's talk. And that's the thing. A lot of salespeople don't have the perseverance. So they're hoping they'll just find the low-hanging fruit, the people that have been thinking for 3 months already about buying something, and you just happen to catch them at the right time. You might as well play the lottery. You're better off just finding the kinds of people you want to work with, providing them a ton of value. And when I say value, actual value. Give them things that will actually help them. Not this fake value where you're like, do you mind if I send you it? No, just send it, man. Send it to them. Give people what they want. If you want to have, if you're a drug dealer, the best drug dealers give people a little bit of a taste, beforehand, so people know what they're getting into. You can't be worse at business than a damn drug dealer. I mean, come on, man. You got to give value. So find interesting things to give to people. Send them examples. Create little ebooks. Do you know how long it takes to create an ebook now? You could do this with ChatGPT or Claude or any of these AI softwares. You could spend 30 minutes and write up an entire book about what you do and how it works and give it to people. It'd be 4 or 5 pages. Somebody will read it. They'll get a ton of value from it. By the way, they're spending time thinking about you and your offer while they read it, which is increasing the likelihood that they actually buy, and they might be able to start implementing right away. The ideal situation is you give people things that they can start doing right away, can start getting results from. Then they say, hey man, I'm already making extra money, or I'm already happier, or I'm already healthier, or I'm already getting dates without even spending money. What if I actually paid this guy to help me out? So make sure when you're sending DMs, you're thinking about the other person and how you can help them. This is the most basic version of how to actually DM people to get real sales calls that actually lead to sales, instead of wasting your time sending DMs nobody reads or responds to because they hate you because you suck. Be better. Just be a little more creative, give more value to people, and you'll find over the course of the next 30 to 60 days, you'll see a massive shift in how many people actually end up getting on sales calls with you, because they feel like you're there to take care of them and you're there to help them. We don't live in a world anymore where people respect salespeople. They respect people that are actually in the game to really help the customer. If that's the vibe they get, your biggest problem is going to be scaling up the fulfillment end of the business to keep up with all the new sales you're making. And if you like this, Drop a comment below. If you have a question, by the way, I answer all the questions on my channel. Drop a question below. I'll help you guys. Feel free to drop your script. Hey, Jeremy, I was thinking of doing this, and I'll let you know. Nah, don't do it that way. Do it this way instead. Or try this, or try this. There's so many different ways you can do this right. It's so cool and it's so much fun compared to like, I'm just grinding out hundreds of messages every day. And the cool thing is you'll make more money doing this my way than you will by just sending the same stupid messages over and over again. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Post your comments below. If you liked this, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next video.